What's up, YouTube? Game Over 86 coming back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be saying some crazy stuff, dropping a bomb question for all the fanboys out there, even the fans, because I speak to both of you, because one of you is just a fan and doesn't shit on the other for being a fan, and the other one is just protecting their select console. So in this video I'm going to ask one question and one question only. So if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. For all my returning subscribers and all my new subscribers that just hit the subscribe button recently on my other video, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much for all the kind words and support. I'm going to be coming back with more truth, more knowledge, more heat, more controversy, because that's what I want to bring. I want people to understand what these companies need to learn and what these people out there are just speaking just to get views, subscribes, and a bunch of BS in your way. And I want to teach you the right things. I want to say the right things. I want to give you guys some opinions and some thoughts that maybe where you guys sit back and go, you know what? I'm going to think about it. I'm going to, judge on what I see and what I want to see. And right now, I'm just in the mood where I'm going to drop something big for you guys all to understand. And I hope you guys do appreciate it. So let's sit back and talk about this. And I'm going to give you guys one burning question that may have you guys go, you know what? He's right. So I posted this on Twitter. I didn't get a whole lot of people to like it, but the ones that did, I appreciate it very much. And if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, I'll leave you guys the description link to Twitter to go follow me on there. I do appreciate that as well. That's where I'm going to be doing a lot of my social media talk while I'm not making videos, to get you guys hyped for the next one, to possibly get you guys thinking, hey, what's new, what's coming out, and what needs to be talked about, and who needs to be put to the test, honestly, company-wise, game maker-wise, and just everybody in general that's out there that loads up people with bullshit thoughts in mind. Now, me, personally, I said I got one question to drop, and I'm going to drop it. I'm going to be asking this question, but before I do, I want to say one more thing. I'm not a fanboy. Everybody keeps messaging me, calling me a Sony tard because I've been hating on Xbox recently, and I put certain things in my thumbnails. Like I said before, your fucking words don't faze me. So keep bringing the heat. Keep bringing that negative shit in my way. I'll still answer your comments. Unless you're just trying to attack me personally, I'll remove your comment, honestly, because I don't give a shit. And I don't think anybody else really gives a shit. But if you want to go strictly conversation and leave me a great comment, even if it's bad, even if it's kind of, edgy, I'll answer it. But if you're going to just attack me personally and all that shit, well, I don't have time for you, just like you shouldn't have time for me. And I don't even want you clicking on my video, honestly, so go click on somebody else's. That's just how cool and how real I am. And I only have half of 500 and some subs. So 500, like 11 badass subs, by the way. So anyway, my biggest question is, everybody talks about exclusives. Not just Xbox fans, not even Sony fans or Nintendo fans. But here recently, I've gotten a lot of Xbox fans and I've gotten a lot of Xbox and Nintendo fans jumping my ass because they think that I'm on the Sony bandwagon. And all I was saying is, why Sony was destroying Xbox. I know Microsoft's technically destroying them. But what I mean by destroying them, as in a good way, business-wise. Like, you don't play a football game and get shit on by 50 points and then go back and be like, well, we destroyed ourselves. No, the other team destroyed you. That's what I was kind of meaning. When I say Sony's destroying them, they're destroying them in units sold, game exclusives, content, new IPs. They're not living off the past with all their old IPs. They're bringing new stuff to the table. They're being more innovative. They're actually reaching out to their fans a lot more. They're not just saying, you know what, we have software and hardware that's the best. And that's, people think that I was being on the Sony bandwagon. No, I was just stating the facts. I know it sucks because I'm not one of the fanboys that do YouTube videos where I'm just going to hype up an Xbox. If Sony makes a fucking mistake, just for everybody out there, I'm going to hate on them as well. In fact, one thing that I hate about Sony, and I know I'm only going to be talking about one thing, but I'll go ahead and throw it out there. Their PlayStation Now subscription fucking sucks, okay? They're fucking horrible. I ain't paying you $12 a month for fucking, 30-day rental on a game I could pay $5 for. That's fucking horrible. So that's one bad thing to me that Sony's got really bad. Their service is fucking horrible. Why would I pay money for PlayStation Now? Them games I played in PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 era. I own them. I don't need to fucking play them again. But everybody out there is like, oh, I got to play this game again. No, you don't. wasting your fucking money on bullshit is what I'm trying to say. So the one burning question I am going to ask you guys, and I want fanboys and fans alone, because I had some Xbox fans come in and leave great comments, and I do appreciate you guys. And I do appreciate even the fanboys that are out there, you know, that are just hating, saying, oh, well, how much revenue has Microsoft made, and how much revenue is Sony, or what's the net worth of Microsoft, and what's the net worth of Sony? Well, newsflash for you, Microsoft does make a lot of money, but they didn't make all that money because they made great fucking console and games. Newsflash, they got it because they made software. And they lived off the Apple icon, and they made OS. That's where they make all their money. Okay? They make their money to where you get their software, and then you don't need them anymore. That's it. And for people out there with Linux, they probably enjoy that better anyway. I'm just saying. So when you say, well, what's their net worth? Okay, well, what's their Xbox division worth compared to Sony's PlayStation division worth? Why don't you guys look that up? Of course they're going to have more money. And that's, you guys just solved my point right there. What's their net worth? Exactly. They make more money than Sony. So why aren't they buying up more better game companies? Or why aren't they paying these game companies to make better new IPs? Third-party developers. Why aren't they bringing them guys in if they have so much money? They have more money than Sony. They have more, you know, they have more reach. Honestly, everybody knows Microsoft. Everybody knows Sony, but guess what? Sony has assets that they could sell that would be out the fucking yin-yang if they wanted to. We're talking CD players and Dolby Atmos, you know, for all the Xbox fanboys out there that were saying, oh, we got Dolby Atmos. It's just a software patch, okay? You don't actually have the hardware. Sony actually makes Sony Dolby Atmos. Like, they're like one of the best Dolby Atmos making, okay? They make surround sound Dolby Atmos. Didn't know if you knew that. Newsflash for you guys. Okay? Instead of Xbox just putting Dolby Atmos, let's just go ahead and say it real quick, okay? That's just a software thing. It's just to make your shitty-ass headset sound a little bit better. Who gives a fuck? Go buy a good headset, and you don't even have to worry about spending $15.99 right now on Dolby Atmos. So I just wanted to say that, by the way, too, because I had a lot of haters out there. We got Dolby Atmos. Congratulations. And you're putting it on your $20 headset. And then putting that $20 headset on your head. Okay, so anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. And this is the big question I'm going to ask. And let me get a drink of coffee. Because it's fucking early in the morning. And I spend a lot of nights working and writing all this material. So give me just a second. I'm sorry. But like I normally say in my videos, it's decaf. So fuck it anyway, right? This is the question. Xbox fans. Sony fans. Nintendo fans. This is my opinion, but I can tell you right now, you may agree. And I'm going to explain just a few things. If Zero Horizon Dawn got announced at E3 is coming to the Xbox, would you not fucking buy it? If Last of Us, okay, God of War, came to the Xbox, would you not fucking buy it? There was a guy that messaged me and leave me down in the comments, said nobody gives a shit about MLB The Show. If it came to Xbox, would you not buy it? Because 2K ain't making baseball games. They're just not. They're not. So you're telling me there's no baseball fans on Microsoft, on Xbox consoles that love baseball. You're telling me none of them like baseball, huh? That one guy said, oh, nobody cares about baseball. And then he said, oh, yeah, Spider-Man's may not even be released. Actually, it's coming out in September. That's already been announced. But you're so stuck in the fanboy protecting your console that you didn't realize that they already announced it. And then you went on to talk about all these games like Quantum Break and all these other games. And I'm not going to mention the guy in there because who the fuck is this guy anyway, right? Why would I give you any credit? Because you talked about how IGN's the determining factor. The same guy. He said that Quantum Break got a high rank. Super Lucky Tales got a high rank. All these other fucking Xbox One exclusives got a high rank. And he's literally sitting there. Literally sitting there telling me that IGN's the determining factor. They also were the same people that said, hey, Destiny 1 and 2 is a great game. They also said Sea of Thieves was a great game when it first came. And he's like, IGN, we have to go by them by default. They're a great company. Well, and then you tried to say God of War got an 8 out of 10. Well, you're delusional. It got a 10 out of 10, and I don't give a shit if IGN said it or not. I don't need IGN to go out there and be like, hey, IGN, before I buy this game, can you guys tell me what would you give it? Like, I give a shit what them nerds think. Like, I give a shit what any of them morons there think. Are you kidding me? They still play consoles all the time and think that's where true gamers play. They're dead wrong. It's PC. So once they figure that out, then I'll be like, oh, okay, you have an input and you have an opinion. But until then, their opinion don't fucking matter to me. I know. Shocking, right? Anyway, and Super Lucky Tales was an okay game. I beat it in 4 hours, but I'm never going to play it again like I would play Mario Odyssey. So there's your downfall of how the game would be repetitive. I bought Quantum Break for $5, and the game sucks. In my opinion. I mean, it's my opinion. The game sucks. There's some shitty games. No Man's Sky on PlayStation sucks. And lo and behold, I played it, and it sucks. It sucks. It's a horrible game. Don't play it. But guess what? Xbox is like, we're getting it to our place now. Oh. Okay, congrats. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money. It's fucking horrible. But this is my question. If games that were on the other person's console came over, you're telling me you wouldn't buy. If Xbox, like I said, came out and announced certain games that were coming, you wouldn't buy Spider-Man? You're telling me all them Xbox fans out there never watched Spider-Man, any of the movies, or bought merchandise when they were kids growing up? Because Spider-Man's been a hell of a lot long, comic book-wise, around more than Microsoft's ever thought about being around. Just newsflash for you when you say nobody cares about Spider-Man or baseball. Well, that's fucking ridiculous for you to even sit there and say that. And that's why I called you a fanboy. Because you are. I mean, you are. Even Xbox fans are like shaking their head probably like, wow, this guy is an idiot. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the idiot that said nobody cares about MLB The Show. Like, if that game was coming to Xbox, it would sell too. Because people want to play that baseball game. And I'm talking about people that own all consoles. They could buy whatever game they want. I'm talking strictly the ones that own one console that may not have enough money to buy these games. So that's a downfall that I don't like about Sony to an extent. Yeah, they're doing their job great, but that's the biggest question. I asked Sony the same thing. People that are strictly Sony, if Forza Horizon 7 or Horizon 3 or Horizon 4 that's probably going to get announced at E3, we all know that's probably coming. They beat that one like a dead horse. Might as well. And it's a great game. It looks good. You're telling me you guys wouldn't buy it? If Mario Odyssey came to your platform of choice, like let's say Mario Odyssey came to the Sony, you're telling me you wouldn't buy Mario Odyssey on the Sony? Or Legend of Zelda? Or any of them games? Come on. And if you say no, you're lying to yourself. For the guy that said nobody cares about Spider-Man, dude, Spider-Man's been around since like the 60s and 70s, comic books, okay? He's sold probably more t-shirts and more fucking revenue videos than any of your exclusives on Xbox has ever fucking sold. Just to give you a forewarning heads up. Just to let you know, there's more people that know Spider-Man than fucking Halo. And I know that's crazy to think, but I'm just saying, from every generation, from the 60s and up, not everybody in the 60s, 70s, and 80s knows what Halo is. I mean, Halo's a great game. I'm just saying, don't sit there and say nobody gives a shit about Spider-Man. Have fun with your Spider-Man. And you try to compare Overdrive or whatever that bullshit game was to Spider-Man, stop. Just stop, okay? By the way, other games that are coming, you guys are like, you're telling me you wouldn't buy these games. And that's the biggest question bombshell I wanted to drop. Ask your guys self, leave me down in the comments. You're telling me you wouldn't buy any of them exclusives coming out to PlayStation right now. But here's the other big question I want you guys to remember. And I know the fanboys are going to defend it. But ask your guys self this true question. Because you guys have seen God of War. You guys have seen all these other exclusives. And you may think I'm taking Sony's side. I'm just speaking the obvious. Sea of Thieves, from a marketing and sell point, flopped. If you're trying to tell me Rare thought they were selling 350,000 copies and that's what they wanted, well then you're a fucking idiot fanboy. And I say it slower so that hopefully this will comprehend this time. But the biggest thing that I want you to remember is ask yourself this one, fanboys. And I'm not just meaning Xbox, I mean Sony. Sony fanboys, would you want Nintendo to buy Skyrim? Do you think they would go and be like, I'm buying a Skyrim? Well, yeah, it's a big name, right? Yeah, they make it 50 different times and 50 different styles of gen consoles. But would they buy No Man's Sky? You think No Man's Sky's coming to Xbox because they feel like, oh, we're going to sell 10 million copies now? No. And here's the other thing. Do you think Xbox fanboys are going to be like, yeah, people would buy it. But do you think people from Sony and Nintendo are going to buy Sea of Thieves? No. Nobody's going to, after seeing how shitty that game was, nobody's going to go, you know what, I'm going to pay money, $60 for Sea of Thieves, to come to the PlayStation. I mean, dude, Xbox is shooting themselves in the foot. It's not me. I'm just telling you what they do. Okay? I mean, it's sad. And that's the biggest bombshell question I want to ask you. You're telling me you talk shit on Horizon Zero Dawn, excuse me, and all these other games that have came out, Persona 5, you know, all these other games that are coming out, Left Alive, Detroit Become Human, Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding. You're telling me if they didn't come to the Xbox, if they came to the Xbox, you're telling me I wouldn't fucking buy them. Nope, fuck them. I'm not buying that game. Nope. Bullshit. You'd be probably first in fucking line because you sit down to pee and you fucking gonna buy that damn game. And for the females that are Xbox fans that I'm not talking to, I mean, it's okay to sit down and pee. Go ahead and keep sitting down and pee. I'm talking about the ones that keep messaging me that I know are guys and they go sit down and pee. And they know who they are. And that's why I'm saying that. Because I can. And it don't fucking faze me what they say. So the biggest question out there, keep asking your guys self that. You're telling me right now, if that got announced, because I hate to break it to you, Xbox fanboys, some Xbox fans that are just fans of the console, they sometimes like PlayStation. They sometimes play PlayStation too. They may own a Nintendo. Okay? They may be really big Xbox fans. But then when they hear your fanboy ass say that MLB's, nobody gives a shit about MLB the show, well, it's a pro baseball game. There's a lot of people, not only in the United States, because it's a world-known sport. I didn't know if you guys knew that in the States, you know, with Microsoft, because you guys can't ever reach anybody outside of the fucking United States. But baseball, you know, Dominican Republic plays that, you know. Brazil, Japan, I mean, Europe, all these people play baseball. So you're telling me all the people that bought an Xbox, you know, for the power that they said that they were going to play, and they also said it was going to come with VR, and they were going to do VR, but that's another topic for another day. I don't want to shit on that too much. You're telling me nobody cares about MLB The Show or Spider-Man because it's not coming to yours. Well, newsflash for you. If it was coming to your fucking console, you'd be bragging about it right now, and that's the truth. And the truth hurts, don't it? It does sting. It's like putting salt in the wound, but in this case, it's like me pissing on the wound instead of putting salt. You're like, rub salt, man, you cut me deep. I'm like, nah, man, just hold up. I ain't got to sit down to pee. Just hold your arm over there. I'll piss on it. You're full of shit, and I want you to understand that. For all the hate comments down there that said I need to take a shower, you're right. I'm probably going to go take a shower here in a minute. It's early in the fucking morning. Yeah, I need to take a shower. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me that. My neck beard, it does look sexy as hell. It does. All the people that said, oh, yeah, I'm a loser. I am a loser. I agree with you. I am a fucking loser. Guilty as charged. Thank you. Wow. I lost sleep on that one. God, man, I was a fucking loser. Thank you for reminding me that. And then you tell me to act like a grown adult and not a child. Okay. Well, the first question is, and this may shit on everybody, well, grown adults play PC because PC you can play pretty much everything on it. And that's where it's probably going to, because if you look at your little fanboy consoles, they're technically PCs, okay? Anything with a GPU, CPU, hard drive, motherboard, all that bullshit in there, it's a fucking, and I'm going to whisper this, it's a personal computer, okay? These companies see a money making and they dummy down these consoles, like I said before, and they put a little plastic case around it, and they sell it to you, fanboys out there that want to argue over whose console's better. Okay? That's all it is. All I'm saying in this video is, don't sit there and tell me that these exclusives suck and they don't mean anything, because if they were coming to the Xbox, most of you fanboys out there, and I'm not speaking just to the Xbox fans, by all means, I welcome you guys in too. I love Xbox. But I'm not going to be biased and be like, they're the greatest. And I love Sony, but I'm not going to be biased and be like, they're the greatest. They all have flaws. But don't sit there and tell me that these games ain't worth shit. Don't tell me nobody cares about them. because they've sold 75 million units, 80 million units. So that tells me they care about it. That's what it tells me. And for you to sit there and think that if MLB The Show came to the Xbox, and what's funny is I hope in the next 2 years that game does come, because it's going to sell on the Xbox just as well, and the Switch as well. Nintendo fans out there, they're going to want it too, because everybody that loves sports or baseball wants to play it on their preferred platform choice, whether it be Xbox, PlayStation, where they can play it, or Nintendo Switch. So for everybody out there that enjoys this video, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I mean, if you guys are hardcore fanboys of each console, tell me what games you wouldn't mind having come over to your console, whether it be PlayStation, and you can hate on Xbox all you want. That's your guys' opinion. Or if it's Nintendo and you can hate on PlayStation and Xbox, that's your opinion. Or Xbox fanboys or Xbox fans, you guys can hate on PlayStation and Nintendo, that's your opinion. But I want you guys to leave me a comment on what game that you would actually pay money for if it came to your console. I would like to know. I would like to know from the people out there that actually care and give a shit, that if Zero Horizon Dawn or Horizon Zero Dawn, I keep saying that wrong, because I'm not a true, I guess, Sony fanboy. I keep saying that game wrong. Oh God, they're going to hit me in the comments. Dude, you said it wrong twice. You're an Xbox fanboy now because you can't say Horizon Zero Dawn. They probably won't do that, but it's like I'm just showing you guys like how people are. But you're telling me you wouldn't pay for that game? It was a new IP that almost sold 8 to 9 million copies. Name the last IP that was a new IP. Excuse me. A new IP that sell that many. That nobody's ever heard of. This game hasn't been made 20 years ago. Leave it down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Also, check me out on Twitter. If you guys want to check me out on Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram, you guys can follow me there as well. I post up some stupid pictures of me just having fun. And just stupid stuff going down the road. If I'm in a pawn shop and I find some cool stuff, sales, I'm going to post some of that stuff. I might do some videos out there when I'm out there trying to get some good deals on some games, garage sales, you name it. That's what I do. I enjoy. But I also like telling the truth and speaking some positive news. As always, hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Follow me on Twitter, please. That's the #1 place you guys can follow me where I'm at more. If you don't want to follow me anywhere else, follow me on Twitter at least. I'm going to leave a link down in the button, but I'm also going to leave the other links for everybody else. And I'll see you guys on the next one, guys. I really do appreciate everybody's support out there. All the haters, I love you too. You guys all stay safe, stay happy. Game Over 86 is always out. Peace, guys.